Alright, so welcome to the first video of Southern Unique Sustainability. I'm going to give you a quick tour of the float beds that we just put together. We got two of them. They are 4 foot by 6 foot, 6 foot, maybe 3 or 4 inches on the inside. It gives us enough room to play around with it there, and enough room for the airlines to fit in, and then it's a 1/4 inch more than 4 feet because the rafts are 2 foot by 4 foot, so we want to make sure that they have enough play in there that we can get them in and out of there without damaging the raft or the lettuce or whatever else we got growing in there. So to start, I'll show you where the water comes from. It's that IBC tote over there. We do rainwater collection. After a good storm, we usually can get that about halfway full, if not full. We've had a couple of storms where it overflowed it. So as you can see where the water line is there, I'm a little bit more than 3/4 of the way down. That's all from filling this up. It took 210 gallons, is approximately right where it is to fill this up. We made this with 2x4s, untreated. We're just going to paint them to be able to seal those all up. They're just typical heat treated. We don't want to use anything that's chemical or doing like the pressure treated or any of that stuff. Try to steer away from that as much as possible. So as you can see, the sides are by 2x12s. We had some extra sitting around, so we used that. It's definitely very sturdy. And then the side walls are 2x6s, and the bottom frame where the plywood sits on, get a better look at that over here, is 2x4 ribbing. And if you can see underneath, we got ribbing. We did a total of 3 in the middle and 2 on the ends, so 5 ribbing total throughout the bottom there. We're sitting about 22 inches off the ground from top to bottom. It gives us enough room. It's still have to bend over a little bit, but it's not too bad. I'm not going to complain. I'm 27, so I don't really no back pains quite yet. So and then I'll go ahead and show you the airflow. So we have a 45 liter per minute air pump that pumps to the fish tanks here, the mineralization tank, and they're being fed by a 1/4 inch hose to these weighted 4 foot lines, perforated 4 foot lines, and we got 2 of those in there. I got one at the very beginning, so the water flows from this direction all the way over to there. Now this is pretty level. I think we do still need to throw maybe a piece or 2 plywood. As you can see, we've already done over here. Our ground is pretty unlevel. We're at quite a bit of a slant back here. The liner that we used is all food grade. It's got the woven grid in there just to give it that extra strength. Went in there pretty nicely. No issues with that. I wish I would have gotten the white one, but the lead time and they're a little bit more expensive. So we're looking to try to get this done as quick as possible, and you know, we got a pretty good deal on it. And so as soon as the water is done flowing through here, we got the ball valve there to slow down the water. We don't want to be pumping too much water out into the tank too fast, because we don't want the water circulating extremely fast like you would have your media beds or like the zigzag tower that we got going. So then when it comes out over here, and we've got another ball valve again to restrict the flow. I don't believe we're gonna have to do too much restriction on that. I'll have to see once we get this one full. But as well, you can see, because we are here on a slant, naturally with our ground, we do have a little bit extra height on this one compared to this one, so that worked out perfectly for gravity feed. And there's the air line continuing as well. I'm gonna have to make a couple of cuts there to add some more air hose. And then it comes out over here, goes down underneath the media bed, and then back into the sump tank. It was pretty straightforward. It took about a total of a solid 8 hours to put these guys together, get them all lined and in place. And then so I'll go into further about the mineralization tank, the swirl filter, the sump tank back there, which is in the ground, the blue tilapia, and like I like to call it, the zigzag grow bed, and some further videos. But that's it for our first video, and yep, look forward to seeing some more on how we're putting this all together and how progress is going in further videos. And if you have any questions, just post down below and I'll do my best to answer. All right, bye.